Omni Man, the strongest fighter to ever exist from the Invincible Show, the one who would kill the Homelander in seconds, would even beat Superman himself without the need of a kryptonite, nor having the same mother name as Batman. Omni Man was the biggest hero in the entire Omniverse, the man who for thousands of years sacrificed his entire life in the path of keeping life natural and safe, one who pretty much would also beat both Superman and Homelander while playing Fortnite wearing the Batman skin. Today, these two strongest beings in fiction will go through a long and brutal duel, which will end only when one of them dies. To find out who dies and which one of them comes out victorious, we need to compare these characters' strength, weaknesses, personality, and finally stamina. But I'm gonna warn you right now, the results in this video is gonna shock you. So just enjoy your time and let the show begin! Let's begin with the powers of Omni Man himself. Omni Man is a Viltrumite fighter. These people were evolved into becoming the most perfect and the strongest beings possible. To even reach this stat to kill every single weaker Viltrumitians, only the perfect genes exist, growing an eternal perfect empire. This led into beings with the power to fly while even reaching light speed if they want to. Then having extremely fast healing as well. They can be torn apart and still somehow survive, but not so unkillable as someone like Wolverine or Deadpool. But now the stamina on these people. They could fight for entire days and still keep going, while their senses are extremely sharp as well, making even sticking on them impossible. And most importantly, they have the strength of thousands of Hulks. They are extremely powerful. I mean, just look at this and you're gonna get it yourself. I love his mustache, it's kinda hot. While all of these things are extremely impressive, Viltrumitian people need to go through lots of training so they can use their strength to the maximum of his capabilities. Among those, some Omni Man himself is high up there, one of the strongest and most looked upon Viltrumitian to exist, him having thousands of years of fighting experience since Viltrumitians age very slowly. So after all of this, how could anyone ever beat such a beast? His mustache! I mean, Homelander is also pretty terrifying, but he could smack that guy into nothing in seconds. How could anyone ever beat the strongest man I have ever seen in fiction? Well, what if he's not the strongest man in fiction and there is another one? You could be as powerful as it is possible, but what if you can evolve even beyond that? So while being extremely powerful with it using technology as well, the Foundation. The Foundation once was a member of an organization called the Imagine Order. Within there, the highest members like Geno were evolved into becoming the strongest beings that possibly can exist, evolving themselves genetically perfect, just like how Viltrumitians are genetically perfect after what they did. Through this, the Foundation, just like Geno, was evolved into becoming immortal, always staying in his prime age and never ever aging away from being in perfect health. While with it, they both also gained the strength beyond anything humanly possible, the strength which, since it is said to be perfect level of power, it should be the exact same level as Omni Man himself. And again, just like Viltrumitians, he has never shown any sense of growing tired in battle or anything like it. The Foundation and Geno also have the strength to do very powerful jumps, but it seems like that flying is not really something they could reach through evolving their genes, so no flying for them.
Scyan, how stupid and dumb are you? He can't even fly and you're bringing him against Omni-Man? You stupid dumb being, the garbage. Shut up!
While the Foundation was evolved to be perfect, have never-ending stamina, never age out of his prime for eternity, extreme strength, and much more, there is one big reason why I chose him to go against the Omni Man. That is his suit. Think about it, how do you exactly be the person that is pure strength if finding someone stronger is impossible? Well, the answer is simple: math. I'm joking, it's technology. Ever since the Foundation left the IO to fight against them instead, he had a friend with him who is the greatest scientist in the entire Omniverse. The scientist, using the strongest and most unbreakable materials within the Omniverse, created this suit for the Foundation, which the suits are basically like turning on God mode in Minecraft. A little bit OP, just a little bit, trust me, not much. This suit gathers full information of the surroundings of the Foundation and the person he is fighting with, showing it within the map so the host can make smart choices in battle by knowing the information needed. And as I said, the suits are made out of an unbreakable invincible materials. So no punches, no weapon, nothing can really even scratch the actual core material of it. The suit can only be damaged by ancient magical materials like the dark metal around Batman Who Laughs head. But even if it gets damaged somehow, no worries, the suit's personal assistants will fix it up while you're fighting. And that only takes like 5 minutes. Now you might be like, does electricity hurt the suit or foundation within it? Nope. How about if we throw the foundation within water, keep him drowned in there for months? Also nothing happens, he's completely fine. The suit is built to survive no matter what situation he goes through. It even has food and water supply within it if you ever get stuck somewhere deadly. This suit also supports the foundation with something that he's lacking on a lot. That being the ability to fly, while his super strength allows him to do super long jumps. This suit has jet boots which can go for extremely fast speeds, allowing him to actually fly, as he even once used them to take a massive dude and throw him into the space in like seconds. But support and protection is not really the only things it does. The suits also have collections of different types of weapons. They have melee weapons on the hands which hover and create plasma blades, great for cutting through anything. They can create shield bubbles for protection against projectiles, so that nothing from long range can hurt them. While the suit is charged up with omniversal energies like the Rift or the 0 Point, which this energy sometimes gets used as weapons. The 0 Point energy being gathered on the hands to blast as an extremely powerful beam, or to pull bunch of rocks around him onto his hands to create a huge energy rock ball to throw at people. My man is throwing his huge massive rocky balls at people. That's kinda sus. While not just that, the gathered energy on the hands can also be used to cause the strongest punches possible, boosting the already super powerful fistfights of the Foundation onto a new level beyond any other being. But talking about the 0 Point energy, the suit's material can also be used to turn invisible, giving the 7 power to be stealthy as well. The Foundation could be behind you right now and you would have no clue. This suit is basically the strongest technology ever created in any reality, as it has said to keep the Foundation alive even in the deadliest realm ever, that being the Nothing realm itself, home of the darkness being who came before life even started, while the Foundation with it was able to handle the 0 Point's extreme radiations, as he was inside of the 0 Point, grabbing all the pieces with his bare hands, basically holding all the life together, keeping the world away from breaking apart, as then he pulls all the life together with again only his hands, and then locking himself up inside of it. The Foundation being willing to sacrifice his own life to make sure that no one else gets hurt other than him. Yet he still managed to survive being tortured for months within the 0 Point, something which shocked even Dr. Asone a lot. She was sure that the Foundation or anyone else at that moment would have been dead. Surviving the thing that created all of life single-handedly proves that the Foundation is no easy target to go against. While pure strength and technology is not the only powers of Foundation, he is immortal. So just like the Omniman he has been living for thousands of years, the Foundation has been fighting his entire life to make sure that people one day get to live in peace again, without any omniversal dangers ever happening again. He was the chosen one to become the Omniverse's protector for a reason. Through these thousands of years, Foundation has gained lots of knowledge, which makes him no better than the others what's the best choice to make for every moment. He was even viewed by the Marvel heroes as if he was Nick Fury mixed with the strength of Hulk, which all of this makes lots of sense, because if you're gonna choose a protector of all Omniverse, that means that this person needs to be powerful enough to protect the Omniverse against any danger from any reality, even a reality like Invincible. But don't worry, even though Foundation seems like extremely unbeatable right now with all the things I just said, not just the Fortnite heroes are extremely OP, but their villains are much stronger. The last reality has the strongest villain army to ever exist, and they're so powerful that they defeated the Foundation and his entire army in like no time. I swear, this game's storyline is so much fun when they bring up the last reality, the 7 and the IO. We need more of them. I miss my boys so much. Come back! please. But that's not what we're here for. We now know about the strength of both of these characters. It's time for the weaknesses. Starting with the Omni-Man, I'm not gonna bring any of the weaknesses from the comics because like those are not set in the shows yet, so that would have been kind of like a spoiler for people. So because I don't really want to spoil people with what's coming in the future for the Invincible show, we're gonna ignore these ones for now. But then Omni-Man has also written like lots of book only talking about the ways he could die. Why would you make books about how you could die? Why? So yeah, in those books there is like written about a weapon that could potentially kill him. Then also a planet with extremely high gravity. So the species living on there has grown even stronger than Viltrumites. They could legit just eat the Omni-Man, and lots of other ways to kill him. But the Foundation is also not allowed to use any of these things because that would kinda make things dumb. I want the Foundation and Omni-Man to fight each other how they normally fight other people. So not using any outside powers which they don't own. So currently the only allowed weakness of Omni-Man is that he's not wearing any armor. Therefore his body can be easily damaged. Now for the Foundation. Well, in the Fortnite storyline so far he has only said to have 4 weaknesses. One of them is how his suit can run out of energy, but it takes like a long time for that to happen. Then again, the ancient darkness materials like the one that Batman Who Laughs has. Those things are the only weapons that could break the suit. Then also, as I said, the army of the last reality, especially their chrome. And finally the 0 point itself. But again, most of these can't be used by the Omni-Man because he doesn't own them or he doesn't even know about these things. Like how would he know that these hurt the Foundation or even find them? How? Nuh-uh. Now that's enough talking. You're probably really sick of my voice and you don't want to ever hear it again. I'm sorry. It's time to let the battle begin. Hey.
What?
Fortnite graphics suck.
How dare you?
My son is the guy from Fortnite.
Sucks to be his father then. Wait, my mom's name is Marfa.
No way. My mom's name also Marfa.
Should we stop fighting then and maybe become friends instead?
Nah, that would be dumb. Stop! I need to bring up 2 things before the fight ends. Even though the Foundation is just as strong as the Omni-Man, he holds himself back a lot. That's a really big reason why we don't see him do the crazy things that the Omni-Man does. It's all because he cares about protecting others and his surrounding. The Foundation holds himself back and only uses the amount of his power which is needed, and no more. The Foundation is not really a show-off and is more careful with what he does. But the Omni-Man, he's like the exact opposite. He is ruthless and he holds back nothing. He always fights with his full strength and is completely careless about what gets destroyed in his path or who dies. So of course because of that the Foundation has taken more beating from the Omni-Man. Because while he's holding back, Omni-Man is taking every punch he can with full power. But this isn't really gonna last long enough for 2 reasons. The Omni-Man mainly relying on his strength and fighting people carelessly makes him not think about the way he fights enough, and mainly just go for it as hard as possible. But the Foundation is the exact opposite, and taking his time planning everything out is how he likes to do things, reaching into things the smarter way. He also might hold back at the start, but he does so until you piss him off. Something which Batman Who Laughs did to him, leading to Foundation killing him right away. He will hold himself back in a fight and even give you chances, but if you push one of his anger buttons, he will not hold back anything at all anymore. And that probably is gonna happen when he feels like that the Omni-Man is wasting his time as the fight is taking too long to end. So back to the fight. Plasma Blade, the single reason that Foundation wins here. It is no physical blade to break on hit with the Omniman's body. Nor is it something that needs to be sharp to cut. This Plasma Blade pretty much cuts through anything, and the Omniman style today is one of those. If these two things didn't exist, then probably the fights between these two would never end, because both of them are basically mostly unkillable. But thanks to the super powerful Plasma Blades, Foundation wins the duel! And Omniman comes out as dead. Please like the video and subscribe if you want me to do videos like this more. And click on this video on your screen for the entire storyline of Fortnite from the start to the end.